Welcome to Women's Empowerment with me, Dr. Tanya Merriweather Gibson Miller. I am so excited to have you with us again. We are doing part 3 on today where we're talking about vision. Oh, this has just been a wonderful experience. From that, a group has been birthed from that. If you're interested in being a part of that, please send me a message in Messenger, and I will make sure that I send you the link so that you can become a member of the Purpose Women's Empowerment Group. Going to be doing some phenomenal things around the world to have women and young ladies. And I just want you to be a part of that. Oh, what an exciting day we have lined up for you today. We have Iffy with us again. I tell you, she's an actress. I'm going to let her just tell all of it to you, but we're going to talk about vision on today. So I want to go ahead and bring Iffy in so that she can tell you about herself. And then I'll take Iffy out, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about vision. Iffy, I'm so happy to have you with me again today. We're part 3
Yeah,
and going strong.
yeah,
I'm so
strong, strong,
excited.
strong.
Can you tell everyone about you and what you're doing?
Okay. Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you again, Dr. T, for having me on your amazing show, Women's Empowerment. And
Mhm.
this is part 3. We're talking about vision. And my name is IfymUbah Madu. I'm an actress, I'm a content creator, I'm a model, and I live in Nigeria, in West Africa, in the African continent. And apart from acting and other things I do, I empower women. I work with women. I mentor young girls.
Mhm.
I also do things charity work with children too. And all through the previous episodes, I've been talking about things I've done before and what I would like to do this Christmas when it comes to helping mentoring young girls in high school or secondary school, as we call it here, for
Mhm.
greatness, helping them to achieve academic excellence in their education, taking school, making sure that they take school as a priority in what they do, and helping them to think ahead and see how they could make the society better by increasing their value. Also, the same thing with women, to helping them when it comes to startups with their entrepreneurs, helping them, to move closer and achieve their vision. Yeah, by partnering with them. Yeah, that's what I do.
Wow, I'm so elated and I feel so honored to have you on with us again on today. On today, we're talking about vision. And I think a great place to start is for me just to tell you what vision is. A vision in this type of a setting, we're saying with being purposed, we're saying empowering women. And so what we're saying is a vision is the mental picture of the future you desire. That
Mm-hmm.
was just extraordinary to me when I looked it up, because it is. And when I look back over the different things that I've been blessed to do in my life as a servant leader to others, I said, man, it is. It's a picture of what you have in mind. And that means that you can see it, even if the ones that are coming on board with you to help, they may not be able to see it. So having a vision is so very important to anything that you hope to do. Now, I want to tell you, Iffy, what does it mean to have a vision? Because a lot of people feel that, okay, I'll do this vision board and I'll put it up, and they never go back to the vision board and it's just up on the wall. And so they don't realize that the vision board is their plan of action. It's saying, I'm going to go from here to there. That's how I'm going to accomplish what it is that I'm trying to do. And I was just amazed that I had people. I taught a class many years ago. I've done a lot of things, Iffy, where I've taught classes and things, and radio stuff and all of that. And one lady came, she made an amazing board, okay, because she could draw. I can't draw. My people look like stick people, but she could draw. And so it looked amazing. A month went by and we came back again to talk about where was she in the process. She had not looked at that board again. I was so, I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. And so one of the main things, the key thing is when you come up with a vision, you have to write it down. And then I want to give you 3 key reasons why having a vision is crucial.
Yeah.
Yes, it's unifying what we're trying to do in the group that we with the Purpose Women. I'm going to let you talk in a minute. I'm saying a lot here. It's to unify. When there's a clear, defined vision, it makes it easy for everyone to come together because they understand what they're working towards, what the vision is, what the outcome is, what that goal is, where the success winning line is. And so the finish line, they understand that. And so it's so important that you have a vision because it helps to unify what you're doing. Then guess what? If it's just inspiring.
Yeah.
It's inspiring. And we'll go back and talk about them in a second. I just want to give them right quick. And then it provides a focal point, like I said, for goal setting and planning. So back to the first one is unifying. When you first started doing all of the many things that you do, but in particularly dealing with women empowerment, how important was it, or what was your process to get to your vision? Did you hear me? Okay, I'm taking it maybe at this moment that if you can't hear me, she looks very beautiful as she's sitting there. We're going to continue to talk a little bit in hopes that she can hear me. Can you hear me, Iffy? Okay. I think we're at a point where we're not hearing me.
Please, can you take the question again?
Yes, you can.
There was a bit of
I
slow.
do a lag.
There was a bit of.
Okay. And so I want everyone to understand, that we're talking and we're doing this, and she is in Nigeria. And so I'm just elated. Isn't that amazing how minds can come
Yes, I can hear you.
and make it work from all around the world. So I'm very excited about this you see it circling. We'll talk a little bit more about reasons why having a vision is crucial. Well, we said that it was unifying. When a clear vision is defined within a group of what you're doing, then it provides a central point. I'm going to attempt to put Iffy back into the group. She's coming from Nigeria. She's a model. She's an actress. And she has this amazing group where she mentors young ladies that are in high school for excellence. And so we're going to add her back right now to the studio.
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you, Iffy. Thank you for your patience.
Much.
That's wonderful. Sometimes when we're doing this, we have the greatest intentions, like I did today, and then the technological part takes over. And so we're at the mercy if it works out well or if we have to do something else. And so I'm open, as my saying, and my children laugh, is I'm open and available. And so I'm being open and available today. So back to vision. The question that I asked, it was in response to when you knew and realized that you were getting ready and preparing to do your women's empowerment group and with the mentoring with the young ladies. What process did you use to get to your vision? Or how did you know that what the vision would be?
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the question. Yeah, when I okay. Getting into the film industry, I found out, that there was a bit of a gap, first of all, and that most women, now it's getting better, but most women were not, given giving leadership roles when it comes to behind the camera, like from production, pre-production or post-production,
Mm-hmm.
like director's role, handling the camera, director of photography role. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd seen all these things, and I just hope that I could also make a difference with it. And and most importantly is that when my movie started coming up on TV and younger ladies started seeing it, and they would ask me questions like, "Oh, I love to act. I enjoyed watching your movie. How can I get into the industry?" And and at times, most of them might be a bit concerned and wondering if what they have to do, what steps they have to take. They don't want to be prey to any form of like harassment and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. Then I knew really that there was a bit of a gap. And if there was something I could do, I just need to,
Mm-hmm.
mentor them whichever way I can, by
Mm-hmm.
telling them to know their value, to know their worth, to improve on themselves. Because at times there could be, loopholes that could make people want to prey on them just because
Mm-hmm.
there are a bit of loopholes. They don't have enough knowledge of the industry. Because when you have enough knowledge, whatever career you want to go into, then no matter what anyone is trying to tell you, you have superior knowledge, or you would say, okay, just give me a week, let me research, or let me do this, let me ask some other questions. They'll have this boldness. At
Yes.
times when young girls in this part of the world, at times when they see some people who are maybe a bit high up there, or
Mm-hmm.
achieve some level of achieve some level, at times one could easily get intimidated,
Okay.
and most of the time when they are told to do certain things, they just say yes, 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 hoping for something. So I knew that I had to just be the change. I had to just make the difference. I had to keep talking, speaking up, and encouraging the younger ones, to look differently. And also getting to the secondary schools or to the high schools was really important to me, because before I
Mm-hmm.
got into acting, I was a banker. I worked as a banker in the banking industry.
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy for me to do things, with church. Then,
Mm-hmm.
helping, to give
Okay.
out some books and things like that. So that's when I also caught the vision of talking to young girls in school. So with that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has just been phenomenal. Like the in part one, when I talked to you about a young
Mm-hmm.
guy that now owns a farm. Now
Wow.
he's paying school fees for his younger ones. He's doing well. He's now employing other people to work in his
Mm-hmm.
farmyard. And he started, when I met with him, he was just in between jobs, almost like unemployed,
Mm-hmm.
but right now he can stand on his feet. So, and it took maybe 4 years of mentoring,
Mm-hmm.
weekly mentoring, like monthly mentoring and
Mm-hmm.
all that, to put him in the right direction. But there were little steps of success. There were steps of success each time, and he would always celebrate it. But right now, he's just doing so well. And things like this, when I hear testimonials like that, it just gives me joy. It helps me to broaden my vision more, and
Yeah.
that's why I guess why we started the Purpose Women, global empowerment, because right
Mm-hmm.
now our vision needs to be broader. It needs to go beyond our community. Yes, we don't need to forget our community
Mm-hmm.
skills, but we can still reach women and other young girls on a global level. Yeah.
Yes, I thank you for that. And that's one thing that I realized when I started out in the things, because I started with a group called the Family Milk. That was the first thing that I did. And I started doing that in 2002. And it was to help families around the world. That was the end game, as you would say. And so I went about, it was a process. You learn as you go, as you're going along, and somehow you wound up in your purpose. That's why it's so important to
Mhm.
have a vision, because if you stay on track with that vision and you stay passionate about it, it turns into your purpose, of what it is that you're doing. And
Yeah.
then by you being an actress, and us being in different areas of business and out in industry, you're able to open doors and make a way for women, that some women, especially there where you are, you were saying, young ladies that they never even dreamed was possible for them to do.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so key that you, and crucial that you have a vision. We talked about how it unifies, and then we just covered a little bit on how it inspired, and you talked about how inspired you were from your incident, helping the young man, and how he's doing so many things. And I'm sure it can be said about the young ladies. I'm sure they're so excited. I mean, you're a
Yeah.
model, you're an actress, and they're getting to talk with you. You're helping them, saying that do this, do that, encouraging them. That's got to be so exciting for them, and so inspiring. Tell me a little bit about what you hear when you're talking to the young ladies, and how is it going with them?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great when I talk with them. The should I say the youngest of, in quotes, of the ladies that I'm working with, she's about going into the university, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's really, that's college, what they call
Mm-hmm.
college in America. She's about getting
Mm-hmm.
into college.
Mm-hmm.
And she had excellent scores, like all
Oh,
A's.
wow.
And this,
That's
she is
wonderful.
someone I've been mentoring for like 5 years, all through
Wow.
high school.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah, it was part of the visualization class that I used to
Mm-hmm.
have with them.
Okay.
Yeah, so she has all A's. Another
Mm-hmm.
one of them, who is like a year or 2 years older than she is into perfumery now. She sells
Mm-hmm.
perfumes, and she's like a young startup. She is
Mm-hmm.
selling in retail. She has like a retail shop and
That's
also a virtual
wonderful.
store for selling perfume. Yes, then someone else too, she is not in the same state with me, but we're always in touch with each other. I did a special feature for her on one of my YouTube channels on young getting it right.
Mm-hmm.
At times we popular hashtag, young and getting it. And
Mm-hmm.
she's doing so much. She's doing affiliate marketing, she's doing modeling, and I got to start mentoring her from last year February. Then
Mm-hmm.
she was just starting up as a makeup artist, and from time to time, weekly, she would ask me questions. And I'll put her through, and she will get results. There was a time
Mm-hmm.
she wanted to go for modeling audition, and she was
Mm-hmm.
asking me what to wear, what should she do, how should she
Wow.
comport herself to make sure she's not getting unnecessary advances. And I
Mm-hmm.
put her through, and she got good results. Right now, she's on another level of business, and
Mm-hmm.
then greater level of business. I mean, and then she is completing. We do this NYSC, like a compulsory volunteer service for
Mm-hmm.
every college graduates
Mm-hmm.
to help a local community in any of the states in Nigeria. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
she's doing. It's about completing the program, and she has just been so successful. That's like a few. I can then also in the acting industry, there are just a lot. In fact, most of my followers on social media are young actresses, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that I get to inspire them.
Wow.
So I'm working on um doing
Mm-hmm.
films, like short films, where so
Mm-hmm.
that I can get most of them to be a part of it, so I can train them more, have one-on-one mentoring with them. Because most of the time, because we're in these different cities, I might just mentor them virtually. But as
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping like in the coming year to do film projects that I can include them
Mm-hmm.
so that I would have a one-on-one mentoring with them. I
That's
think, yeah. So the
wonderful.
just get broader. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
wonderful. One thing that you did say, you were talking about visualization and how that
Yes.
becomes actual. As you visualize, it becomes actual. And you said that you taught on that. It's a lot of people when you talk to them in reference to how the vision, understand how we can get them to where it is they're trying to go, but there are
Yeah.
so many steps in between, and a lot of
Yeah.
people want or desire to skip the steps in between, and you can't be successful without completing the entire plan. So
Yeah.
when you said you taught visualization, what type of things were they doing in your class?
Okay, yeah. I had to, it was close to their midterm test.
Hello,
The time to take, yeah, I can hear you.
we
Yeah, I
went
can hear you.
away.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. We went
Yes.
away some kind of way. I don't know. But we're back. I tell you, it's been one of those days. Um,
Yeah.
but
I'm
I
doing
am
well.
so excited that we're determined to do this. For those that are tuning in,
Yeah.
I want you to know this is not our last one that we'll be doing. We'll move into part 4 at the beginning of the
Yeah.
year. We'll decide, and
Yeah.
we might even have some of the women from the purpose group to come on and share
Yeah.
with us. Yeah, and maybe see if we can do some things that will encourage them, where you can give them some little ideas and hints and what to do. So we were talking about your visualization class.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Yes. During their midterm, like the time they take their second test for the term,
Mm-hmm.
and then after the test, they will have exams. So there was a new book that I had with me, and it
Mm-hmm.
was The Power of Your Mind, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a new book then by Pastor. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to I used it then because then a lot of schools in Lagos State, then where I
Mm-hmm.
was living, were using it for, in helping in mentoring and all that, and saw it as an opportunity for the class that I
Mm-hmm.
was always mentoring every Friday, every week, Friday afternoon during their lunchtime. So
Mm-hmm.
I took it to there and I got to the chapter on visualization, and I had to talk to them, run them through it, because like you say, visualization is step by step. First of all, you need to have your mind on you need to declutter your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Declutter your mind from unnecessary thoughts, unnecessary doubts,
Mm-hmm.
unnecessary we call it barriers,
Mm-hmm.
uh things, fences that we put up. We need to push it
Yes.
down first. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and then we open our mind to what we want to do. What
Mm-hmm.
is your vision that is good for God and is good for
Mm-hmm.
humanity? It
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be something that would lead to the destruction of people. It's
Yes.
something would help people. Most
Mm-hmm.
people are visualizing negatively. You should
Yes.
visualize positively. Yes. So I had to sit them down and talk to them about it first. And then I told them, what's your vision right now as a student is to be excellent in class. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to start thinking too far about marriage or having children. You're still too young for that. So
Mm-hmm.
right now you need to focus your mind, your thinking on excellent results. If
Mm-hmm.
there are courses or if there are subjects that you're not very good at,
Mm-hmm.
mathematics, sciences, this is the time to tell yourself you could be excellent in that subject. So I
Mhm.
told them to come with a sheet of paper the following week, and then I told them, okay, I asked them, questions like, what would you like to be in future,
Mhm.
career-wise, or which university would you like to go to?
Mhm.
Because most of them were almost in senior class then. So from senior class, you have to start writing external examinations, and in the external examination, you have to fill out forms like what would be your major in college. So what courses would you major on in
Mhm.
college? So I had to tell them to write it down, because then it's leading them to the direction of their broader vision on their
Mhm.
career. And I told them, what kind of results, what kind of scores would you like to have in each subject? And they put it out. And I told them, okay, now you need to be calm, you need to be quiet. And since, yes, and then we prayed. Yeah, prayer is so important when it comes to visualization. We prayed, and then I told them to write out what they would like, the score, the university. So some said they wanted to study in Canada, and that they were hoping that their parents would have enough funds to pay for tuition, visa, transport, flight arrangements, everything. And they put it down. They put it down,
Mhm.
because when it comes to visualization always also works with faith. It works with hope. Yes,
Mhm.
you should not be in negative thoughts, in a negative
Yes.
arena. You should hope and believe that it's going to work out. And that's what they did. And it took like we had the classes September, October. By
Mhm.
November, they were writing their final tests, writing their final exams. By December, second week of December, like a week before Christmas, the results came out. And when I was having the last meeting with them before they
Mhm.
vacate, go on Christmas holidays, New Year holidays, they were
Mhm.
all hugging me and
Mhm.
greeting me. They call me like Auntie Ify and things like that. Or they say Miss Ify. They were like all hugging me and happy. More than 70% of them got the scores
Wow.
they wanted. Why the rest just got like above average, but
Mhm.
no one in the visualization class failed. They
Wow.
did not fail any paper. It was that powerful. Like, in fact, it got me thinking. I'm
Mhm.
trying to say the results were so powerful that it got me thinking. Like, I got home and I was like, wow, this is so powerful. And yet, since I haven't been
Mhm.
using visualization for,
Yeah.
because it was like, at times you watch TV or you go on the internet and people are talking about
Mhm.
visualization, they're saying it, and at times you feel, oh, maybe it's just adverts. But you know I taught
No.
a class. I
Mhm.
taught a real class. The people are alive, the people are
Mhm.
there. Like, I saw one of them that's about going to college. I saw her just like 2 3 weeks ago, last week in November. Yeah, I gave her a couple of things. And these people really got the results of visualization. So
Wow.
I'm encouraging like everyone listening to really, spend time. If you need to research, if you need to gain more knowledge on visualization, do
Mhm.
it. It works. It really, really works. Yeah.
One thing that I really liked about what you said just now is that you have to be positive. It's
Yeah.
really a thing of where you have to
Yeah.
change your mindset. A lot of times, because of what may be going on around you, the noise, or what's going on in your life, it may have you feeling like, I can't do this. But you have to find enough strength within yourself to become your own positive, your
Yeah.
own cheerleader, to root you on. I just have to say, they didn't call me auntie. I'm going to ask the people that I hear why they didn't call me auntie. They called me mama, so I must look like somebody's mama. I'm being funny. Anyway, you have to stay positive, like
Yeah.
you said, and don't
Yeah.
let fear guide, what your end result will be, and then be specific. I like that you all had a determined goal. It was
Yeah.
for a score that they wanted to reach, or something that
Yeah.
they were aspiring to do. You have
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
specific. If you're not specific, I mean, you may change your mindset to positive. Life may even appear to be better, but you won't be any closer to
Mm-hmm.
what it is that you wanted to do, because your mind won't be focused, and you'll be all
Mm.
over the place. And then here's the thing:
Yeah,
allow yourself to be ambitious and dream. It's okay
that's
to
true.
say, hey, I'm going to be the number one at what I'm doing with that. I went back and looked, over my life, a little girl. Um, as my father started to pastor larger churches, things got better. But when we first started out, lived in a little town in Alabama, we didn't even have running water. I didn't wear shoes every day. But my parents, my father and my mother, we had so much love. I didn't realize that, we were poor at that moment. And then my father started to pastor a larger church. And of course, things got better. We moved in a big house and all that kind of stuff, and things got better. But even when we were in the place that none of that stuff was there, my dad
Mm.
made me believe that, hey, we were at the top of everything, with because there was so much love there. He was very
Mm.
focused. He had a plan. My mother had a plan, very focused, and God rest their souls. And they kept us focused and determined. I'm just, when I look over our life, my sister is, teaching school. My other brother, he's a banker, mortgage person with Chase, and then I have my other brother just retired from the military, and he's working on his PhD. And then I do all the things, owning a television network, all those kind of things. And all four of us, same parents, same house. And our parents taught us that it was possible. And they had a vision and goals for us to follow. And so they stayed focused, and it caused us to see the process and say, hey, if you do this, you'll get to where
Yeah,
you're trying to go. And
that's true.
so I'm one that really believes in, hear me if it, that believes in having a vision board. I'm one that
Yeah,
believes in planning, and I'm
yeah,
one that believes that every day you have to work your plan. And if you work your plan, that next day you're even closer than you were the day before.
that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
a lot of people, they're hesitant, and if you're listening to us, I want you to know, Iffy and I, we are, well, me, I'm an everyday woman that have just had some extraordinary blessings to come my way, and but I'm very much so a servant leader. I feel we're all put here to help each other, and I'm telling you, whatever woman that's listening into this, you can accomplish and be anything that you want to be. It doesn't matter where you are. It can happen for you. I want you to hear me. It can
Yeah.
happen for you. I want to encourage you. Some women, if one lady wrote to me, she said I could share, so I'm sharing. I won't say her name, but postpartum depression that she's been experiencing. And so she has not been able to get back on track. And I told her that when I had my son, he's the baby, he's grown, but when he was a baby, I'm telling you, I had him, and I was just like, we were at the hospital, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do with this child? I had two girls, and for some reason, I was just so very sad. Um,
Mm.
every day, everything was so hard to do, not realizing that something was going on. You know what I'm saying? I should have been very happy, but I wasn't. And finally, I asked somebody, I said, is this the way it's supposed to be? Because I'm so, I've never been this way when I've had, my other children. And
Yeah,
one of the ladies said, you might want to talk to the OBGYN. They have things that they can talk to you about. I think you may have postpartum depression. And um, I went, and I'm so glad that I did, because after I, went and talked a couple of times with them, I felt a lot better because I knew what was going on. And so I want her to know on today that, I advised you before when I talked to you to go and talk to your doctor, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. Go talk to your doctor, your OBGYN. There's also support groups that can help, because we went to one of those for a little bit. And also family can be very supportive when they know what's going on with you, and I got to where I needed to be, where I got up out of that slump. But I wouldn't even want to get up some days. It was like, oh my goodness, what's going on with me? But I was able, thank the Lord, I was able to pull through that. Yeah. And so
Wow.
it was a difficult kind of thing, but I made it through that. And then not just postpartum depression, there's some that said, where am I going to get the financing from? You know, I hear you. It sounds good, Dr. T, but hey, I don't have any money. Where I live, there's not any money. We're barely making it from day to day. Listen, I understand that and I hear you. What you have to begin to do is write down your plan and then try to think in your mind, okay, who else in our community? Because there's someone in everyone's community that's doing better than everybody else is doing. If you look around, if you really think back in your mind, there's one person or two people that's doing something. And so
Yeah.
go to them and find out, what can I do to start? I want to do so and so. Is there any people you know, anything that I can do? You have to have the conversation, and you have to stay positive in spite of all odds. You just really do. What are your feelings about that, Iffy?
Yeah, it's important we do that. And like I shared, I think in the second episode, my experience too with postpartum
Oh.
is that is important you get help about it. You talk to someone about it. For me, I already heard a bit about postpartum, but I didn't feel that I was going to, go through that. But
Mm-hmm.
I got to listen to a lot of positive podcasts. I was taking my information seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's really helped me. And then one of my aunts called me, and she told me that, if he yeah, I know that you are now living in a different city with your husband,
Mm-hmm.
but you shouldn't just take the fact that you are a new mom and then just forget about your career, or forget
Mm-hmm.
about what you do, forget about your busy schedule. Yes, it might not be so, because it's a different city, you might need to make new contacts first
Mm-hmm.
before the whole busy thing starts again. But she said, you know what, from where you are, that you could start doing something. And she gave me an idea of a friend of hers that was in New York, that started doing a YouTube, like a YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
talk about how she takes care of her baby every day.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I did not know that my husband was listening in on the conversation.
Oh,
And
Lord.
when it was done with that phone call, my husband came and told me, you know what, Ify, I'm so happy your aunt called you, because this is what I've been telling you, that you don't have to keep lying in bed all day. When baby is sleeping, you also fall asleep. You need to wake up and you need to start doing something. And when
Mhm.
you start doing something from where you are, every other thing you've always wanted will start coming to you gradually. But you need to build that strong positive mindset. So
Mhm.
that's my advice to women out there. From where you are, first of all, you just need to start from where you are. Just start with whatever resources you have available to you.
Mhm.
Even if it's you could. And always, it's not just about because of some of the mentality or the mindset from this part of the world. I like to encourage young people that you have something in you that you could use to bless others, that you
Mhm.
could use to help someone else in your community.
Mhm.
So it's not every time you need to keep looking up to someone, oh, this, that, but can you impact value to someone else in
Yeah.
the process of taking up that self
Mhm.
made, like, leadership, trying
Mhm.
to, maybe you notice that by 4 p.m. or something like that, that there's a gap, some children are just playing on the streets or something like that. You could gather them together and teach them something, maybe teach them a class in English if you are very good in
Mhm.
it, and with that, other leaders in the community will get to notice. So far, you are doing it from a plain, sincere mindset. People can see through a fake. People can see through fakeness. If people are doing
Yes.
it
Mhm.
just for maybe monetary gain only,
Mhm.
or just to be noticed, people can see through it. But if you are doing it out of sincerity, out of love, because you want to impact maybe certain people in the community, people will see through it, and the opportunities you always wanted will come to you. You would not have to write proposals for the opportunity. They will come to you because they've already seen that you are capable, you have the leadership quality already from where you are. And that's my advice to young women. Either you might notice that there are other women in maybe your apartment block and they are also housewives with you. Why can't you think of something? Like now we have a Facebook group. You could think of something, gather them together, and then you talk to Dr. T, or you talk to me,
Yes.
and then you guys to come together and tell us, okay, at so and so time, we want Dr. T to talk to us live. That way, you are able to inspire yourselves and also inspire others. Dr. T will also inspire you, and perhaps what you have to say will also inspire Dr. T, will also inspire me. So these are things. And the same way as you are helping other women, maybe in your apartment block or things like that, you're also getting more contacts, you're building new friends, you're socializing, and that way the opportunities you're looking for will just come to you on a platter of gold. So that's my advice.
That's wonderful. And then, I think even as we're talking, okay,
Yeah,
you're an actress. You have a group
yeah,
that you do. You're an internet creator. You have several
yeah,
things going on, challenges, and all those types of things. And
yeah,
but you're a wife and a mother, okay. And I'm a
yeah,
wife. I'm a wife and a mother, and we
yeah,
still do that part because my family comes first, and then
yeah,
we have the other things that we do. And so it's amazing, just as a woman, when you really think about all the things, the tasks that we can do at one time. Listen here, I'm
yeah,
telling you, ladies, you can do it. Yeah, some of you are single parents, and I understand that, and I know sometimes it's all you can do just to handle the kids, but we're here to empower you. We're sincere about helping you to get to where it is you're trying to go, and for you to be empowered. For some, it's just about their self-esteem and how they view themselves. I want you to know that you are the best that there is to offer. Why? Because you're unique. There's no one else in
yeah,
this world like you. When my father would tell me that when I was a little girl, and I go and I said, okay, Dad, I'm not growing up fast enough. When you're 12 and 13, you want to be 16 and 17. And my dad said, sweetie, everything will come in time. My mom said, it'll come when it comes. And so, how you feel out and all those kind of things. And I would be like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to grow up. And then once I grew up, I was like, oh, I wish I was, back at home with mom and dad and them taking care of everything. But I want you to know, and this is sincere, ladies, on today is talking with you. If there's any area that you're seriously wanting to get into, I'm telling you, from me to you, we can get someone that will be able to help you with that. There are so
yeah,
many networks on Facebook. Listen to me, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. There are people that's trying to do what you're trying to do, and you can get connected with them. There's so many challenges. There's so many groups of training, and a lot of it is you're not paying fees. It's free things that because people are they desire, to be better, to do something with their lives, and they're desiring to help others.
yeah,
Never in the history of the world has it been so that our world is so excited about being a team and helping each other. I see that everywhere that we go. This younger group, the millennials, and
yeah.
the ones that's after them. I'm not gonna say it wrong. Anyhow, what are they? It's the millennials, and then what else is it?
The Gen
Generation.
Z, yeah,
What is it?
Generation Z, the Gen Z.
Gen Z. Okay, I learned something new today. I was saying it wrong all that time. Gen Z, uh, they are all about community, all about helping each other. And so I think the world has taken a great turn in that area because now we have citizens, men and women, that are concerned about the betterment of us as humanity. And so, women that are listening in, Iffy, this fabulous, listen here, fabulous woman from around the world, she has agreed to be on with me as we're going to do monthly shows. We'll
Yeah.
have some other ladies on with us where we can
Yeah.
continue to talk about empowerment. We're not just
Yeah.
trying to do a show to get some views and some folks to tune in, because we have other things that are going on where people are tuning in and all of that. It's sincerely about us helping each other. Listen, a
Yeah.
person that says they don't need to know anything or no one can tell them anything, that person can't grow.
No.
Every day, if you heard me a few minutes ago, I learned from you. Well, you said Gen Z. I'll remember that. I learned something. You grow by being open and available for people to tell you something. No one is an authority on everything. And I thank you so much. You're so very beautiful. Uh,
Thank
um,
you.
I'm
You
excited
too.
for your career and all the endeavors that you are
Thank you.
doing. Thank you for taking this ride with me. Just us really launching this group, the purpose, Women's Global Empowerment Group. Just, yeah, I'm so excited about that. I want everyone that's listening to us right
Yeah.
now, I want you to send me a message in Messenger, or either to Iffy in Messenger. Those that are on Instagram, in Instagram,
Okay.
saying that you want to be a part of this group. And we will send you um, the link or whatever we need to send you so that you can join this group. There is power in numbers because we all can learn from each other. Iffy, as we prepare to close, is there something you'd like to leave or share as we're closing out today?
Yeah. I would like to say the year is about wrapping up, and you might have had visions or goals you wanted to achieve from January, and now it's like a couple of weeks, a couple of days to the end of 2021. We're
Mhm.
looking at 2022. Well, it's not too late, depending on the kind of goal. You could start with it. Like I put up in a post, I would say just start.
Mhm.
You could start working on your goal, on your vision from today. You don't necessarily have to wait to 2022 to start with your vision and your goal. And at most points, always seek counseling, do your research, read
Mhm.
more, and be more knowledgeable as a woman in when you are about taking major decisions, whether business decisions or career decisions. And
Mhm.
also, I would like to encourage you to also join the fitness challenge, just in case
Mhm.
fitness or weight loss was
Mhm.
part of your goals, fitness goals from January. Well, we're in December, and Alfredo Zapata, coach,
Mhm.
I are still on the fitness challenge. I just put up a fitness video on workout routine. I'm sure you will enjoy it. So please check 6 weeks fitness challenge on Facebook and join the group too.
I need
Thank
you
you.
to
Thank
send me the link. I need for you to send me the link because Alfredo, he said he sent me the link, but I can't find the link. So maybe I deleted it. I don't know.
you.
But as we're taping, because Alfredo Zapata, he's is Coach Zapata, and he's on LV Network
Yeah.
every week, and he's on many of the. He's on TuneIn.
Wow.
Since we're talking about him, he's in on TuneIn that are in the
Wow.
new cars, and he's on Spotify. All those things. Excellent coach. So as we're preparing to film every week, okay, when we're in the studio to film, that's
Wow.
when I get my coaching tips. He never allows me to go past that moment when he gets on. He says, "So how was this week? How did it go?" And I'm going, "Oh my goodness, he's asking me." But it has encouraged me. I have to, and
Yeah.
I'm going to let him know when I put on this set today that I have on. When I first put it on, it was like busting out, but now after I've done some of the things that he told me, I have a row machine and all those things that I'm using. And when I put it on today, I didn't feel like I was the muscle girl, breaking through. I have a sense of humor, Iffy. I'm sorry. And so, I thank you for that. So I encourage everyone, Their
Yeah.
challenge is real. It will work for you because he coaches me on all of that too when he comes on. And I'm just so inspired. Life, let me tell you, for those that are listening in, life is meant to be lived to the fullest. It's meant for you to accomplish the goals and aspirations that you have for yourself, and it's possible. All you have to do is believe in yourself, and it's possible. I get up every single day and I say, "Hey, girl, look at you, looking like you're looking, doing what you're doing, and you're making it happen." And I thank the Lord for that. I look at Iffy, looking how you look and doing what you're doing, just so beautiful. And I thank God for your spirit, wonderful. We're doing different things, but it didn't always start out like that. We had to get up every day, focused and determined to accomplish our goals. And then I have to tell you, you will find your purpose,
Yeah.
and your passion will become even more as you're doing things that you are destined to do and that you love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start with
That-
what you love and what you want to do, and I promise you it'll get you on the right street. That's what my granddad would say. Well, you're wound up on the right street. And so
yeah.
once again, Iffy, we'll let you know, ladies, be on the lookout. I know, fellas, you guys are tuning in, but ladies, we're talking to you. We want to empower you, and men, we want to tell you that fabulous girlfriend, woman, friend in your life, sister, aunt, cousin that you have. Encourage her. Say wonderful, positive things to her that will encourage her. If you see them trying to do something, you be the one to say, "Hey, I'll help you with that. What can I do?" It's so great. I have to tell you, my husband, he just really pushes me. Pastor Troy passed some things that I even thought I was capable of doing myself, and I thank God for that. I'm in a whole new city, Iffy, a whole new city, and he has not allowed me to really miss a beat. He's been like, "Okay, let's get all your office set up. Let's get the network set up. Yeah." And so I thank God for that. But you can be the difference. So on today, we thank you once again for tuning in with me and with Iffy, right there from Nigeria. That's wait. Hey, we're on the other side of the world. Look, technology is something. If we can do it, you can do it. Today was a learn and grow show. Excuse me, we learned and grow. We had some issues, but overall, I enjoyed it. I always enjoy talking with you.
Yeah.
Such a light. Continue to be the light that you are, positive, so beautiful, to the world. And tell your son hello.
Yeah, I will. I will
Your
do.
son that I called a girl last time. I apologize. And let your husband know that we appreciate you all sharing, because there's a time difference. We appreciate them being, patient and allowing you to be on and sharing
Yeah.
with us. And I wish you all the blessings. I guess until we come on again next time, everyone that tuned in, once
Yeah.
again, send us a message in Messenger if there's things you want us to talk about. If you want to become a part of the Purpose Women's Global Empowerment Group, we want you to be a part of that. That's a place where you can mentor others. You can get resources from there. You can network. This is a game changer. Yeah, we're taking control of that narrative. Iffy and I are, and we're saying, woman, you can do it. And we're here to empower you where you can get it done. Anything, Iffy, before I say goodbye?
Um, just remain positive, be happy, enjoy the holiday season, and use this holiday season to start something. Most of you might be on vacation. Is the opportunity to start something new, something you've always wanted to do. Just use this couple of days, either learn something new, start something new, talk to someone about starting up that business. Don't just let this vacation just go away just like that without you achieving something. At least achieve one thing this vacation and enjoy the holidays. Merry Christmas
Merry
and a happy New Year in
Christmas.
advance.
Happy New
Yeah.
Year. You know, I'm so excited about that. So I'm going to add something to my list, I guess. You said do something new. I'm listening and I'm going to
Yeah.
write it down. I'm going to do something new because I can be a homebody, workaholic, all of that. So I'm going to do one thing new. Once again, I just wholeheartedly I appreciate you and everything that you're doing to help to move this network forward. And like she said, I guess it won't be till next year. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we'll
Yeah.
be with you again in the new year in 2022. Until that time, as if he said, do something new. We look forward to being on with you again. Until then, everybody be blessed. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.